here. So this is part 2 of my fall releases top 10. This is the adult / new adult version, and if you're curious to see what my top 10 young adult books were, go ahead and click the video below. Let's get started. Number 10, Stone Cold Touch, which is the second book in the Dark Elemental series by Jennifer Armentrout. I do love a lot of Jennifer Armentrout's books. I have not started this series yet, but it is on my agenda. So I've added book 2. Book 1 was called, I think, White Hot Kiss. Yeah, that sounds right. And this is about Layla, who is a soul-stealing, who has the ability to steal someone's soul with a kiss. And of course, her love interest, I believe, is Roth, who is a demon prince. So this is definitely paranormal and young, new adult meshed together. Yeah, it's probably going to be swoon-worthy. Number 9 is The Book of Strange New Things by Michael Faber. This is a science fiction book, but it does seem like it has a little bit of a Christian fiction or religious fiction flair to it. The description tells us that it's a Christian minister who chooses to be a part of a group that goes to an established settlement on another planet. They're there seeking out, well, he's there to seek out non-human entities and kind of spread the word of Jesus to them and all this stuff. But in the meantime, he leaves his wife at home, you know, and while he's there, I think he discovers some things that may not be on the up and up as far as the settlement and what they're really doing there. So it does sound interesting. It's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I think that's why I like it. Book number 8 is The Magician's Lie by Greer McAllister. Now this one, it was a fall release, but it did get pushed back till January. But because when I added this to my list, it was scheduled for fall, so I'm leaving it here. This is pretty interesting. The blurb really caught my attention. It was saying that it is a Water for Elephants meets The Night Circus, and I loved both of those books, so I thought, okay, why not? I'll give this a try. It's about the amazing Arden, and she is the most famous female illusionist, and she is well known for her trick of sawing a man in half. And on this day, she tries a new version of the act, or the, you know, magic trick, and she uses a fire axe and she chops a man in half. But the man that she chopped, I think, was her husband, who was later found dead that night. So it's of course her trying to prove her innocence, or is she innocent? I don't know. That definitely looks interesting to me. So that is historical fiction / magic, you know, / yeah. That sounds really interesting. It's a nice combination of things, and I think that's fun. So I look forward to that one. Book number 7 is You by Caroline Kepnes. The description sounds just literally crazy. This is clearly about love turned stalker. Two people fall hard for each other, but something changes in the midst of that, and clearly someone gets a stalker. I'm not sure if the woman's the stalker or the man's the stalker, but at this point it just sounds like an interesting read to me, so I'll be reading that sometime this fall. Number 6 is The Vines by Christopher Rice. This is a horror novel, and it does sound very intriguing to me because it's about a restored plantation mansion in New Orleans, I think, and a family that lives there. I guess they have some problems, and the wife tries to commit suicide, and with her attempted suicide, I guess it has awakened the scary things on the plantation. So that sounds definitely interesting to me. I'm curious to see what kind of ghosts and things are going to be happening, what type of scary things are going to be happening, but it does sound interesting. And of course, New Orleans is always kind of known for that scary, you know, vibe, so that sounds like it's going to be good. Number 5 is Rooms by Lauren Oliver. This is also about a haunted house, I guess. It has to do with families and ghosts and secrets, but I get a strong vibe that it's not scary. It's been tagged as fantasy instead of fantasy horror, so I'm not even sure if there's any scary elements really. I'm curious to see. I mean, you'd think with ghosts there'd be something scary about it, but we shall see. This does look interesting to me regardless, and I look forward to reading it. Book number 4 is Shifting Shadows, which is the Mercy Thompson series, book 8.5 by Patricia Briggs. This is not a full novel. This is a group of small short stories about Mercy Thompson, and you guys know I love Mercy Thompson books, so I will be reading this. For those that don't know, Mercy Thompson is urban fantasy, and it's mostly about fae and wolves and vampires and all those type of things. Book 3 is Black Widow, which is the 12th book in the Elemental Assassin series by Jennifer Estep. I love this series as well. Not as much as I love the Mercy Thompson series, but this is good as well. I'm way behind on this one. Oh my god, it's like Estep is kicking out these books like so fast. I feel like 2 books came out this year, including this one. So I keep falling more and more behind, but regardless, I love Jim Blanco and I love the sub characters in this series. So I will definitely be reading this. I don't know when, but I will. And for those that don't know, this is also urban fantasy, and it is about elemental assassins. So assassins, or people who can kill each other, who have strength of ice, stone, fire, water, things like that. Book number 2 is The Lesser Dead by Christopher Belchman. I don't really know too much about this book except it's about scary vampires, and I always am intrigued about books that are actually about scary vampires instead of romantic vampires or sexy vampires, or good old-fashioned scary vampires. That sounds fun. Obviously this is tagged as horror, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Last but not least is Immortal, which is the 6th book in the Fallen Angel series by J.R. Ward. I love J.R. Ward. I really adore her Black Dagger Brotherhood series, as well as her Fallen Angel series. For you guys that don't know, Fallen Angels, basically it's about this guy Jim who becomes an angel, and he gets to save 7 souls. It's a war between good and evil, and he is up against this demon Divina, and they are fighting each other in this game to win the souls. In every book, one person wins or the other, and now we're down to the wire because I hear this is the last book. I hope not, because with 7 souls you think you get 7 books, but I hear it's the last, and that comes out really shortly, and so I'm just excited for it. And this is, again, paranormal urban fantasy, so if you're into that type of thing, I really suggest this series as well. So that's it, you guys. Those are my top 10 fall releases for adult/new adult books. If you have any that you are looking forward to reading, or you care to recommend something to me, please do. Leave me a comment below or hit me up on all the social media places. You know where to find me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later, and happy reading. Bye, guys.